Okay, PMTV this week. Here's the deal. Hank and I had a disagreement. Hank and I are brothers. We've been working together. He's probably the closest person in my life, besides my wife, for, 11 years. I've known him since he was a teenager. We have fights. This week, we tried to settle our fight with a good old-fashioned arbitration in front of a judge. And what we learned more than anything else is that both of us can't speak very well and we have no idea how the law works. So, I don't know how it's going to edit together, but just know, Hank and I, not as smart as we thought we were. Shall we begin?
I mean, I don't even have any. I got no paperwork. I got nothing.
Yeah.
No, the script. But Ken didn't send you the script.
He thinks I sing with a script.
I literally asked him, "What's this about?" He won't tell me.
Huh. Interesting.
Good line.
Yeah.
It's a good lie. It's the truth.
Good delivery.
All right, Hank. Floor is yours.
What are we doing?
You think I wronged you, so let's present the case and I'll defend myself.
All right.
Jerry, all right, so here it is.
I still don't know what this is about.
I made a statement.
Leading statement.
Okay, I made a
Well,
statement.
we just present. I want to.
Oh, okay, yeah, just present. Perfect. You know what? Why don't you present? Okay. Oh, but before we start, can we just say one thing? Because I don't want anyone to gaslight anyone. Okay? So no gaslighting, Hank. No gaslighting. Can I get a verbal confirmation that we're not going to gaslight each other?
Define gaslight, please.
You know what gaslight is.
I don't.
And we're not going to do it.
Right? I don't know what that means.
I mean, you know because you've done it before. So no gaslighting.
Can I get the language?
No gaslighting. What are you doing? What's so important that you're
pulling
texting?
up fucking evidence?
You're judging how this all goes.
Your Honor, thank you for attending today.
Yeah.
Gambling is a big part of this company. Something you know. There's a lot of do's and don'ts and nuances that come in the gambling world. Things like celebrating a bet early, bad karma.
I said yeah.
Sure, me too.
Yeah.
Can we get some silence in the court?
I said yeah.
I have the floor.
I just feel like you're gaslighting me to think I'm crazy right now. This is crazy.
Objection.
All right, okay.
Objection.
No.
Okay.
The Masters.
Yeah.
What is it? What does he say? A series like any other?
Am I allowed to talk?
No.
A series unlike any other.
A tradition unlike any other.
I thought you had a presentation.
Brooks Koepka, friend of the program, Blake of the Year, not a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Three-time nominated, never won yet.
Yeah.
Saturday, he was winning the Masters. My job, as you may or may not know, for the people of the jury, so you know, is partially a producer of the Pardon My Take podcast.
Objection.
No.
Objection.
Overruled.
Objection.
Overruled.
No, that's an objection.
I need to hear this.
He's lying to you. He is not producing anymore.
Objection.
He sits
Objection.
up in the season.
Oh, so you're
Objection.
not a producer no more.
That's not true.
You produce. How many guests have you booked? Personally.
I was trying to book one on this,
Okay,
in this,
all right,
in
but
this case.
in your routine day-to-day business,
Whoa.
do you book guests?
We have a talent booker that I talk to as well.
But do you book guests personally?
So yeah, I try to. It's always on my mind.
That's quite something.
All right, so keep going.
I mean, you're just letting him run amok.
I overruled him.
I said it. No, but then he just
I
didn't
got
shut
overruled.
up. I knew this was gonna happen. I said this was gonna happen, Mac.
Well, maybe because if you had the evidence.
In my fact or fiction, I've been a producer of Part of My Take since the day the show started.
I know you as producer, Hank.
Okay. Fact or fiction, you don't book guests.
Fact or fiction, we have a guest booker. So do you
Yeah. Fact or fiction, I book guests.
So do I.
Fact or fiction, how often are you involved in
When's the
guest
last
booking?
guest? Okay, when's the last guest you booked?
This is an absolute
Fact or
travesty.
fiction?
When's the last guest you booked?
I would have to think about it, Your Honor.
Keep going. Proceed.
I'm
proceed.
not sure if you're just letting him get right.
I'm gonna be tough on him.
Facts or fiction?
This is gaslighting. This is gaslighting.
I am.
Producer of the podcast, I started the show, it was just me, Big Cat, PFT.
Yep.
Had to do a lot of the guest booking, was just spending all my time trying to book guests. It's something that's always on the forefront of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
All I think about
This is bullshit.
We should just end your
Okay.
honor.
No.
If I can't present a case, like
Yeah, I
what are
want
we
you to
doing?
present. I'm so thirsty.
As producer of Part of My Take, as I have been for the last 7 years, I've taken a less role to try and help the company and take on a more corporate role.
Which you've done a great job with.
Dan, you gotta stop.
That was a compliment. You can interrupt for compliments.
Oh, you gotta stop. I need to hear the case.
We're not doing interrupting for compliments?
I mean, that's.
I feel like compliments should be allowed to be interrupted. He does a great job.
That's gonna be the first strike.
Okay.
3 you're out.
Okay.
Connor and Max have filled in my actual, producer roles, which is where some may say I'm no longer a producer. I do not hold that conviction. I think it's something it's something I always think about. It's ingrained in me. Part of my take in the show is something I think about constantly. My next point is that Brooks Koepka, friend of the program, been a recurring guest. He was winning the Masters on Saturday.
Yes.
Our lovely merch team, hit me up and Max and Connor, but it was Saturday and I was home and I had just got home from a trip and I was like sitting at my desk ready to work. Max and Connor, it was Saturday, they've been working hard. They didn't answer right away, so I was like, you know what, I got this. Let me step in. I can kind of do this communication today. I got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So I was taking their ideas and then sending them back and forth with the PMT group text because they needed to design merch for if Brooks won the Masters.
Okay.
In the group text on Saturday after the rain delay, I was thinking, because again, we were in this headspace of Brooks winning the Masters, maybe if a rain delay happens and they have to play Monday, there's a better chance he'll come on the podcast on Tuesday because he'll have that extra day. It might be a little bit quick to ask him on Sunday.
Yeah.
But if he wins on Monday, it'll be a lot more reasonable to ask him on Tuesday to appear on the podcast.
Okay.
In the group text, I said this. This is the evidence which my enemy, I don't know what you call him, opposition.
Objection! I love Hank. Like a brother. He just called me an enemy. Objection!
In the court of law, you're my enemy. The question is, would Brooks come on Sunday, or would it be more likely he'd come on Tuesday if it gets delayed and they have to finish Monday? No, at no point did I say Brooks is going to win, it's over. I didn't say congrats, Big Cat. I didn't say, I did nothing to jinx it. I was just merely thinking about the show, the podcast, the listeners, and trying to book guests for next week.
Gotcha.
I would also contend that whether or not Brooks won, he would have been a good guest on the podcast.
Yeah.
So my question was not about, I didn't say when Brooks wins would he come on.
I understand.
I just said the question is, would it be more likely he comes on Sunday or Tuesday? Are we rooting for a rain delay or do we hope it finishes Sunday for the sake of the show? I was ridiculed. Big Cat lost his bet. He blamed it all on
So
me.
did PFT.
Big Cat and
So
PFT
did
lost their
PFT.
bet. They said that I cursed them.
So Big Cat had a bet on Brooks. I'm
Monster.
guessing. Okay, gotcha. I don't know anything,
Monster.
so I'm just trying to.
I was if Brooks had won the Masters, I would have won $50,000.
So my opening statement concludes that at no point did I congratulate Big Cat on the victory. Did I say Brooks was going to win? It was never stated. It was never even implied. And that's my opening statement.
First, I would like to say, wrote an opening statement with Jerry. I don't think you want a pre-written opening statement.
I don't.
Objection.
That's an objection overruled.
Destroying evidence.
No,
It's not- there's-
I'm taking my opening statement.
He's ripping it up.
No, I'm not. I'm folding it up. Okay. Jerry, here's what happened. straight as it could be. Hank now works upstairs, does a fantastic job.
Yeah.
He is on the show. He's a member of the show. He's a founding member of the show. I love him on the show. I think he's incredible on the show. He does not work on getting guests anymore. That's just a fact.
Objection.
He is part of.
Stop with the hands.
Stop with the hands. He's part of. He is part of the team. We talk about guests, but in terms of actually reaching out to guests,
Yes.
I and the booking team do the majority of these things.
I believe that.
That's a fact. I have documented proof.
So do I.
Go
You gotta
through
stop.
the guests
You gotta stop.
and tell me which guests you booked.
What is that? But like, is reaching out to our booking team, whose job it is to book guests,
No.
and saying we should get this.
We
person
all
on?
no. But I am the booking team for Brooks. I'm the one who has always gotten
Okay,
Brooks on.
so you don't have any pull with Brooks.
No, he was texting me to be like, I'll read it again.
Your Honor, pull has nothing to do with this. We're talking about.
I was the one who's gonna book him.
Correct or not?
The question is, the question is, would Brooks come on Sunday, or would it be more likely he come on Tuesday if it gets delayed and they have to finish Monday?
Just
In
producer
what world
things.
would we have the Masters runner-up on the show right after he chokes the Masters? This was Hank presuming he's going to win the Masters. I also have a little evidence later on in the weekend when Brooks started to suck on Sunday and choke. Hank texted the group, "It's a wrap. I fucked us.
Can I see?
It's a wrap. I fucked us."
So what did you mean by I fucked us?
Well,
What do you mean?
Dan, again, we will show you the documents so that you can read through because Dan has just left out a massive piece of evidence.
I just wrote,
where for
"I
the
fucked
next
us."
48 hours he was just like, Hank, that's a jinx, Hank, that's a jinx, Hank, that's a... I couldn't say a word without him saying that's a jinx.
That's
That-
incorrect.
If you can't imply sarcasm on text, but that was basically like, when you're just like, all right, sure, whatever, so the conversation ends. I just said that so he would shut up. Like, he was just like, I was like, oh, I fucked us. That was, if a text could be read out loud, it was, oh, I fucked us.
Okay,
Not,
like that.
oh, I fucked
I
us.
have one simple question. Did Merch, and we can get them in here, did Merch specifically ask you when Brooks would be on the show?
No.
Okay. So that right there proves my point. Because Hank said over and over, it's Merch's fault for starting the convo. I was just a messenger, and I asked him, Merch asked when he'd come on. He just answered the question. No, Merch
Do you
didn't
have
ask.
the evidence
He asked.
with Merch?
He asked when he'd come on. Merch has nothing to do with this.
Merch was making us
Merch,
design t-shirts.
you just
for
answered
Brooks
the
winning.
question. Merch never asked when Brooks would come on.
I never said they did.
You did.
When did I say that?
You blamed it on Merch. You
I
said
didn't
right
say
here.
it. I didn't
it's
say it.
Merch's fault for starting the combo.
They started the combo of Brooks winning. They got me in the Brooks winning mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. They were like,
Okay, I've said
And-
enough.
and
My opening statement is now over. I don't know why Hank talked
for
throughout
the
the whole
record
thing.
of shirt designs, like Big Cat was not.
Seems like Hank talked a lot during my
Dan
opening
was
statement.
not giving
Wouldn't you say?
input into the shirt design.
Kim brought us cookies.
Can you give me an example?
Jerry, Kim brought you
Oh,
cookies.
nice. Thank you.
On behalf of me. I forgot about this. This is for Jerry and myself.
Yes.
Cookies.
These are
Thank
wine
you.
donuts.
Ooh.
I learned to make these in Italy.
What is it?
Wine donut. Oh, but the wine cooks out of it. Whoops, shit.
It's
Sorry.
okay. Don't worry about it. That's fine.
You really fucked me here, Kim. Supposed to be my big plan to get him to side with me.
Well, I didn't even think about it.
It's
You didn't tell me
0.0,
that.
0.0. All right, see you, Kim. 0.0.
Come on.
No,
This was
these are
an
these are
Italian
good.
cooking
These are
class.
really good. You can.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
God damn, that backfired.
So
I had told the group text about a future bet I had put on Immanuel Quickley to win 5th Man of the Year.
Sixth man of the year. Point of order. 6th man of the year.
it's not good at it.
I'm just gonna present the evidence.
Please present, please.
You have Immanuel Quickley 6th man of the year, do you not?
I do. You know ball.
So congrats.
On what?
Winning that bet.
Didn't win.
What? They didn't do it yet? Regular season just ended.
Who else is going to win that?
Who else could win it?
Brogdon.
Oh. But then you'd be happy for him.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. No, I'm not gonna throw a hissy fit and start crying. Say you curse everything. I didn't say congrats on your win like you just did.
Well, no. All right, fine. Sorry, I'll strike that from the record, Max. You can edit all that out.
Which he did. He had to cut it from the podcast.
Because we had Scott Van Pelt calling in the middle of this conversation to do his
That is not why you cut
That
it.
is absolutely why I cut it out. And we did the same conversation about Brooks over and over. And I know when we do stupid shit and we have the same fight over and over that it becomes bad for the people. And I said right after, if Immanuel Quickley does not win this bet, we will let it all come out, which we're doing right now.
He didn't win the bet.
But he was trying to strike himself from the curse record.
No. I apologize. All right, so here's the crux of the issue.
Wait, can we finish it?
I want
to finish.
Would he come on?
If we had Brooks on Tuesday, it would be a really good interview that people would listen to, even though he didn't win. Fact or fiction?
But you said Sunday. Only Tuesday if the rain
I mean,
changed
again,
it.
like I'm not going to be able to get my thoughts out without getting interrupted, but
Go ahead.
the rain, it got canceled, rained out Saturday. It looked like it was going to rain Sunday, and people were talking about it getting played Monday. So I was thinking, would someone be more likely to come on Monday because they have the day, or like on Tuesday because they have the full day off after? Whereas Sunday is a tough turnaround because the tournament ends and then they would have to do it that night. So I was just thinking, if it does get rained out, the likelihood of him coming on Tuesday after a full day is more likely.
To come on to discuss what?
The Masters tournament that he was just in.
There was
that everyone's
0%,
talking about.
There was 0 chance of rain on Sunday. Just to clarify.
All right, again, my bad. But what you
How
just
do we
said
even
is a
get back
million
down
times
here?
worse because you said congrats on a bet that hasn't hit.
I thought
It's
that
a good-
regular season, it's great value.
I'm saying congrats on the expected
Timberwolves
value.
bet.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, see? You can just be... We can pump each other up like this.
Yeah, Hank, I'm rooting
I
for
didn't
you.
say congrats, and you guys are like, saying I cursed everything.
I actually said you didn't curse everything because Brooks played like shit. I did say that.
All-time curse.
You?
No, Dan, I want
Pause
to ask
it.
you
Yeah,
this.
pause it. Hank cried so much in the beginning of the episode that I felt bad that I was like, you know what, you didn't do it. You
Now
didn't
I want to
curse
ask
it.
you this.
But you tweeted.
Hank, I'm asking the questions. Did you think that Immanuel Quickley won it?
Okay, so here's the best part about this entire argument. Because Hank has brought me to trial when I'm willing to make him a cash offer, and I already have made him a cash offer. I fucked up in the moment when I said, congrats on Immanuel Quickley. I fucked up. When I had seen it, he was the presumptive favorite. He was minus 500. I thought that bet was basically over.
Yeah.
When I said this statement, I fucked up. And I said it right after when Hank showed me the odds that it had switched back and forth. What are you doing? Am I allowed to talk?
You could talk. I could
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was in the moment. Yes. Stand by that.
But you just said it. It didn't.
After you had cried so much that I had to we argued about Brooks for so long that I was like, you know what, you didn't do it, it's fine. Jerry, in this moment, unlike the man sitting across from me, who when he does jinx me, he does never apologize, he never says anything else.
Never a cash offer.
Never cash offer. I am willing to offer cash because I know I fucked up. I actually respect the gambling gods. I don't fight this. I knew I fucked up. I knew that if Immanuel Quickley didn't win, this would see the light of day. I know all this. I want to show you something else, Jerry. This is a video real quick that I'm going to play for you.
This episode of PMTV is brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook, the thing that made this whole argument happen. Go down on the Barstool Sportsbook, and if you're a first-time user, you get up to $1,000 bonus cash. If you lose a bet, you get $1,000 bonus cash back. All you have to do is sign up, first-time users, and enter code TAKE to get the $1,000 bonus cash. Terms apply, must be 21 plus. Got a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It is 1 week before the Super Bowl.
No, you can't touch my computer!
You can't touch my computer! You can't touch my computer! You can't touch my computer!
I need one thing is on the record. This was recorded. Do you say it in the beginning where we were recording episodes for after the Super Bowl? So in the cinematic universe of when we recorded this was after the episode. I was simply playing a character of someone who was...
Oh, now we're going to Alex Jones' defense. He was playing a character. I was just playing a character of someone who thought NBA's 5th Man of the Year was already voted on.
This was presumed after the Super Bowl. So I was getting
This was a
commentary
week
to
before the Super
Bowl.
Bowl. This was a week before the Super Bowl.
Okay, that's the end of the show.
Congrats, Big Cat.
Fuck you.
He said, "Congrats, Big Cat,
Fuck you.
on the Eagles winning the Super Bowl."
Peter won.
Wait. February 30. Just
Question.
Taped it February
When
3rd.
did it air? When did
Doesn't
it air?
matter.
Yes, it
Real
does.
life is
Yes,
real
it
life.
does.
I felt that pain in real time.
Yeah, I don't think when it airs matters.
Oh, question. You like that? This has nothing to do with it. You said
This
it.
is before the game.
The-
It's the end of the
A week
show.
before the game.
Congrats, Big Cat.
Congrats
Fuck
on
you.
what?
Fuck
I didn't say congrats on what.
You know exactly what you were saying. It was about the fucking Super Bowl. We said we were doing
That's
that.
implied. That's an implied.
I also
what
would like
was,
to
what
show.
was the before that clip? What were you guys talking about?
Good question, Jerry.
We were talking about how we're about to go on Super Bowl week, and we said this is we're gonna now tape all the lottery balls, and we said this one's gonna air after Super Bowl Sunday, and he goes, "Congrats, Big Cat."
Could have been about anything.
No.
Now, how do I know that he's not saying congrats on winning the lottery ball?
What?
Good question.
That's not at all. You know what he's doing. He's a troll. He does these things to me and then fights him. I did that to him, and I'm saying I fucked up. I offered him $5,000 cash out. I did. I offered him the entire price of it. He said no.
That's not true.
That is absolutely true, Your Honor.
I do think I was gonna say after my presentation, as you know, Your Honor, that getting jinxed like that can set you on a bad spell. And
Yeah. I haven't won a bet since Brooks lost the Masters. I haven't won a bet since the fucking Eagles lost the Super Bowl. I had the worst March Madness of my entire life. So I know.
I believe that Big Cat should have to pay me the amount of the Immanuel Quickley bet plus potential winnings that I should have had if I had that momentum going.
This is
I had an
insane.
NHL round robin thing
This
that
is
I've been putting
insane. Are you
Put in
serious?
on
I
Saturday. That
Are you serious?
if the Immanuel Quickley bet
What
had
Hank
hit,
is asking for
I
is
would have had
$5,000
more ammo.
plus money for plus winnings he never won.
I would have had more ammo to make those bets, which I did not because he jinxed me.
So you didn't even make the bets.
I didn't have the ammo to make the bets because Immanuel Quickley lost because of the jinx Big Cat bestowed on me. Therefore,
I also would like to
Big
point
Cat-
out one point. When I said Immanuel Quickley, congrats on that, the voting had already been finished. That's why
False.
I kept on
False.
asking.
False.
Yes.
False.
When did the
False.
votes submit?
false.
When did the votes submit?
They,
I know the
they were
date.
not public. They were not.
That
public.
doesn't. When did the votes submit?
I don't.
Exactly.
On Sunday.
April 9th, the day in question. That's why I kept on
So
asking.
how do you know
that
it
date.
before or after?
The votes had already been submitted. The game was over. We just hadn't tallied the score. Nothing could have changed. The regular season was over.
That's not true.
That is true.
When did it get announced?
It got announced the next week, but the votes had been submitted.
Not officially.
And he was minus a bunch at the time.
He was minus 500 when Hank told me about it after he had found the bet, which, well, that's another part. He just accidentally bet this. He was like, oh, I didn't even know I bet this. He completely lost the bet and then found it. He was minus 500. I thought he was still minus 500. That day, Hank had been following it, and he was like, no, Brogdon has, like, weirdly become the favorite. I had no idea. It was an error of ignorance that I have paid for, and I will pay for. I'm not giving him extra money that he would have eventually won.
That's out of the question. That's out.
I am offering him two things, and this is my final offer. I fucked up, and I know I fucked up. I'm here to offer Hank $2,500 cash out right now. If he wants $2,500 cash, he gets $2,500 cash right now. Or I will put a bet on the Celtics to beat the Sixers for $5,000, and he can take the winnings of that bet. I don't know what the line will be. I don't know what the juice will be, but he can get every dollar of the winnings of that bet. And what I want more than anything, Jerry,
I want the damn.
what I want more than anything is I want a simple apology for Hank to admit when he fucks up, because I'm here right in front of the jury right now. The judge, the world, I fucked up. I'm going to say it again, I fucked up. I made a mistake when I congratulated.
No, there's no cease and desist.
When I.
There's no cease and desist.
It's not Rick. When I congratulated Hank early, I fucked up. I believe in gambling karma. I knew in the moment that I made a mistake. I felt terrible about that mistake. Hank, time and time again, does the same to me and denies till his dying day.
My final statement, Your Honor, is that I do believe in gambling karma as well. I admit my mistakes.
You did not admit one of your mistakes. Admit one of them.
Can you admit one?
Can I finish my statement first? Your Honor, my final statement is I believe gambling karma as well. In 2016, famously, Big Cat had an over in the Cavs Warriors NBA.
I actually have the
Finals.
text right here.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
What is it? 200. They're playing like such assholes in the fourth. I'm a second away from crying. This is from me. Hank said, "Is my TV on delay? You have this, no problem." I said, "I need 13 points in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I once had a game where I got 2 points in the final 6:15 of a blowout." He replied, "You Gucci."
That was really, really bad, and I have apologized profusely. I fucked up. I made a mistake because I said before it was over, "It's over, you Gucci." That was a mistake, and I apologized. In this situation, I did not do that. Therefore, I will not apologize.
What about
because
the
I did not
Eagles?
curse.
What about the Eagles?
The Eagles, if you follow that episode aired, again, we were recording it
You said
to
the
air
words.
after. So if
said
you
the
listen to the
words.
episode, you listen to the Super Bowl recap, and then you listen to me say, "Congrats, Big Cat." So in the cinematic
It's still
universe,
going to affect him in the moment.
Yes.
but I also didn't
Yes,
say
we're
congrats.
all human. We all bleed.
I didn't say congrats on winning the bet. I just said congrats.
We knew what you said.
He just announced a pregnancy. It could have been about that.
No, that's not true. I told you a month prior.
Happy belated pregnancy.
Don't bring my He's trying to use
No,
my
don't bring
children
his fucking-
against me in court.
Don't speak.
Disgusting.
In conclusion, I think the Celtics are going to be such heavy favorites against the Sixers. I might just take the cash. That might be more money.
So go
It's
ahead.
up to you.
This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have done this. Now you at least say,
Thank you, Your Honor.
What's this? I can't accept this.
"Oh, give me all this back." If you're paying him
I
money.
can't accept this, man. I can't accept that.
Now I want it on the record that Hank has to say right now, all my gambling karma is clean. I know I can sleep
All right.
well at night. I just paid him money
Yeah.
for a bet that lost.
I will.
Because I said something after the votes were made.
All my gambling karma is clean.
No,
I can see it. You just said that. You just said that.
No, I want him to say that
Say it.
my gambling karma.
All my gambling karma.
Say Cat's gambling
Say it to
karma.
him. Say it to him.
Daniel, gambling karma is clean with me.
And yours not, because you just took that money
Oh,
like a
that's
chump.
it.
Yeah. No. His is not. Who takes money for a losing bet?
Not me.
I think I've won this. Minus $2,500. Other than that, I
Could have been worse.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
I know. No.
Doesn't need to shake your hand.
I gave you $2,500.
I want. Wait,
No, you did not win. He did not win anything. He lost the bet.
Lose the bet.
I didn't need to give Hank money. I gave Hank money not because I thought I was. No, I was wrong. But I gave Hank money because I'm a very big believer in gambling karma. And you have to atone for your sins in order to keep gambling karma and the gambling gods on your side. That's something Hank, like I gave him that money. He didn't atone for any of his sins. He won't win a bet from that money. I will win my next bet because that's how gambling works. He's gonna lose that bet for sure.